Craig's Aberdeen ended a lengthy sequence of draws with last weekend's first home win of the season. At Kilmarnock yesterday, they were chasing another 3 points. Paul Mitchell was there.
Here come Kilmarnock building. Nice play up to Gary Harkins. Harkins trying to get away from Gavin Ray. He's done so. Decent save. Ball breaks back. Could be a chance, and it is. It's in. Ryan O'Leary made the move to deflect the ball goalwards, and it's paid off. Gary Harkins with a shot pushed away by Jamie Langfield. And credit the defender here. He certainly moved to deflect it on target. It's his first ever goal for Killie, and Kilmarnock lead after 3 minutes. Aberdeen passing it about well. Gavin Ray hooks it out wide. On to Ryan Fraser. Fraser twisting and turning. Always a danger. Michael Nelson might have stopped that with his arm. 1 or 2 shouts from the Aberdeen players as the ball's away by Nelson. Aberdeen passing again neatly. Considine at the heart of it. On to Fraser. Fraser away from O'Leary. Vernon with a header. And Kyle Letheren with the save. Good play down the left-hand side. He does cross well, and Vernon deflected it goalwards. But Nelson's arm seemed to come up. Tell you what, he was lucky. Free kick. Ryan Fraser. Oh, it's tipping. Kyle Letheren gets it away, and not cleared by Liam Kelly. Credit the goalkeeper. So Aberdeen trailing at half-time. First time they've trailed all season in the SPL. 7 of their 8 SPL matches have been level at the break. Looking to build forward. Michael Nelson nods that down. Gavin Ray's in there. Gavin Ray's come through. Gavin Ray with a chance. And 20 seconds from the start of the second half, and Aberdeen are level through Gavin Ray. The error came from Michael Nelson. Just allowed Ray to see it. Unlucky with the deflection, the defender, and Gavin Ray sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's a 4th goal of the season, and Aberdeen are level. Here's Dayton, had such a good first half. Cuts inside. Pushed away by Jamie Langfield. And Gavin Ray completes the clearance. Well, James Dayton head down, going again. Testing the goalkeeper. Gary Harkins can't get there. Russell Anderson took his eye off it. Sheridan and Harkins together. Ryan Jack takes him down. Free kick. There was cover. It will just be a yellow card. I think Mark Reynolds was coming in behind. That's the point he's making. A definite free kick. Initial mistake by Russell Anderson, and that was clumsy from Ryan Jack. Gary Harkins' favourite to take it, sent it in, dipping low, pushed away by Jamie Langfield. It's another good stop from the Aberdeen goalkeeper. Langfield gathers, sends it long. Ryan Fraser, it's been the target so often, gets it again. Up against Ryan O'Leary, beats him, comes inside. Chips the ball into the box. Now McKeown, brilliant from the Dons, and Aberdeen have come from behind to lead. 54 minutes played, a delightful chip in from Ryan Fraser. Well, he got away from Ryan O'Leary. He looked up, he knew exactly what he wanted to do, and Niall McGinn, well, it partied for him, and Niall McGinn nets, and Aberdeen are in front. Well, having to work hard now, Kilmarnock. Dayton looks across, that's deflected off Hughes, but a pinball comes in. Michael Nelson! 1 goal this season, came in the League Cup and nearly got on target here in the SPL. Again Aberdeen trying to use Fraser as the outball. Osborne is in there, out wide on to make it narrow angle, and Kyle Letheren makes the save. Well, he cracked that in, Niall McGinn. He scored in 3 of his last 4 games, was looking for a second of the afternoon. Kenny Shields a little frustrated. Side played so well in the first half. Aberdeen getting the better of the second, and Vernon almost makes it 3-1. Well, the ball came in from Johnny Hayes, and Scott Vernon can't believe he put that over, but he did so well even to get there to make the chance. Simple header away. It's going to be kept in by Johnny Hayes. Hayes into McGinn. Vernon's there as well. Comes across onto Jack. Vernon moves away from his man. Michael Nelson tries to get there. The 1-2 has worked. Vernon! It's Aberdeen's afternoon. They'll take all 3 points, and it's a fantastic finish for the first SPL goal of the season for Scott Vernon. They persisted, Kilmarnock just couldn't get there. The 1-2 with McGinn, that's a great finish by Scott Vernon. Aberdeen will take all 3 points, and their fine run continues.
Kilmarnock manager Kenny Shields said his team didn't deserve to lose. Craig, discuss.
Well, that's Kenny's opinion. I would disagree with that, but I'm biased as well, of course. But you know, I thought we did enough in the game to get the result that we got, 3-1. I think there was certainly at least a goal between the teams, maybe 2.
18-year-old Ryan Fraser is a fantastic talent to watch, isn't he?
He is indeed, yes. And this was far from his best game. You know, he did very well against Kilmarnock, but he's had some sparkling games earlier in the season, and games in which we didn't score, but he created numerous chances. You see him here. It's quite interesting. He actually prefers to cross it with his left foot. At that occasion, he crossed it with his right.
Not a bad cross,
No, a good cross.
Young Player of the Month for September, Billy?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, he's taken the SPL by storm, and the weight of that cross, as Craig was saying, usually better with the left, but pinpoint with the right there. He's strong, he's a little battler. I think he's so sharp and so quick that teams are struggling with him.
Is he the target for rough treatment, Craig?
Yeah, he probably is singled out, but I would say, to be fair to Kilmarnock, I don't think they set out to damage him and to be violent in any way.
These are incidents from other games.
Yeah,
I suppose it's a tribute to him, isn't it? The way guys try to stop him.
It's a compliment to him, but you know, there are occasions then when he's, in this particular game at Inverness, you know, there was some hard tackling on him. But that was a bit fierce, that one too. But I don't think anyone is setting out, there's Kearney, not setting out to injure him or to be violent, but they're finding it very difficult to stop him without impeding him. And of course that's getting free kicks for us and yellow cards for the opposition. So
it's how quick his feet are though.
You see that?
Quick. He's so sharp. You struggle to handle. I think we've got to give the benefit of that. Of course you want protection, but I think you've got to realise some of the players, Owen Tudor Jones, Richie Foran, that he's against big solid defenders, can't move their feet as quickly as him.
Do you almost have sympathy for defenders, Billy, just because at that
never
last
have
minute?
No, you're talking to the wrong man.
That's true, probably. But he does have that ability at the last second, doesn't he? Just to nick the ball away.
Great ability. There's no question. The one major thing about him is he doesn't take a dive. He never goes down unnecessarily, and when he goes down, he gets back up. He's brave. And he's been well warned, you're not to roll about and act it and put it on. And I see him quoted as saying that, I've warned him, that if you're fouled, you don't go down unless you have to. And there are some occasions when he's staggering on and you're saying, if you just go down, we'll get a penalty. But you don't want him to do that. You want him to be honest about it. And he is. And there's no question. I mean, you would never get him feigning injury.
I never thought I'd say this about Gavin Ray, but 3 goals in 3 SPL games for him. The same for Niall McGinn, who missed quite a lot of football because of injury. He's come back with a bang for you, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Well, if you talk about Gavin first, when he was at Dundee, Billy, he was playing off the front quite a bit, and was good for a goal there. And he's very versatile, Gavin Ray. But you see, Niall McGinn has scored 2 with his head. Scored in the last 3 SPL games, 2 with headers. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's got a very good spring. And his timing in the air is excellent, and of course he's got electric pace. So he gives us movement, which was lacking last season in the team.
How promising are things? I know you're not going to say that Aberdeen are going to win the league at this point, but how promising do you think are for the rest of the season?
Oh well, we want to improve every year. That was the major target this year, to improve. And remember, in recent times we've sold 5 players. You know, very few SPL clubs have sold 5. We've lost Aluko and we've lost 5 in Foster. They were all sales. And then we had 2 guys like Maguire and who's the other one, Grimmer, who went on compensation. So, you know, it's quite difficult to replace guys like that, the 3 men that we sold, without buying any. And we've not bought anyone. We've simply gone into the market and got players who are out of contract. So I think we've managed to build a reasonably good squad, and hopefully it'll get stronger. But the experience of Anderson, the experience of Ray, the experience of Hughes, and of course Vernon up front has helped us greatly, and we've got some wonderful young boys. Credit to the youth development system. Before I came to Aberdeen, before Archie Knox came, there was a great supply of youths coming through, and you can see that. Ryan Fraser's one of them.
Cammy Smith another, and the list goes on and on. Now, was Ryan O'Leary's goal off the training ground? Is this one he's been practising with his knee?
Knowing Ryan, the way I do it, I mean, he reacts well, but I don't think he's actually trying to put it in the net, just try to help it back into the area. Jamie Langford, I don't know what Craig thinks of that one. He's punched it straight into bodies. His reaction, if he gets up maybe a little bit quicker, but credit to O'Leary. I think he's not trying to just knock it back into an area, but Jamie Langfield, he'd be wishing he pushes it away from goal rather than into bodies, and it caused him a lot of problems.
I was critical of him, Billy, but maybe hypercritical, maybe a bit harsh, because I thought he should have run backwards and put it over the bar. But I'm sitting at the middle of the park in the dugout there looking at that situation. He's in the goal, and it was a good save initially.
You lose your sight in older age, that's what happens.
I knew he would mention my age.
So what you're saying about Jamie Langfield now, you'll be repeating to him tomorrow morning?
No, I was perhaps hypercritical yesterday.
Okay.
I still think there was a possible save there, but I'm not a goalkeeping coach. I'm looking at it, trying to be as fair as possible, and I think, up quicker and keep your eye on the ball and put it over the bar. But
all sounds pretty simple to me.
So that's what I would have done when I was a goalkeeper.
Yeah.